How you doing, everybody? I have someone on my screen right here, Stephanie. I want to talk about your son, and he is someone that many people know of. A great man. I want to bring a picture actually up for those of you who don't. Taking a look at your website right here. Tell me about this guy right here on your screen. He just looks like a fun, happy. He was an awesome guy here.
Yeah, he was Gentry was what I always refer to, and everyone who knows him, a very old soul. So he got involved in our community with the schools and with actually with the city and different events or different programs within the city at a very early age. He also, at a very early age, was involved with Camp Kopniconic as an attendee, and
Is
so
that that picture? Is that picture right there?
yeah, that's at camp.
Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. So he attended Camp Kopniconic in the summer, prior to graduating high school. And then he loved it so much he would volunteer out there. And then after he graduated and was of the right age, he was a camp counselor every summer until not long before he passed away. And it just simply was because he was into his career and it didn't allow him to move out to camp and be a counselor, from May to June. So he was a counselor there. When at the time of his passing, he sat on the board for youth scholarships because he was very passionate about what camp, the development that camp provided to the youth and the friendships that he made, the learning that occurred out there, the exposing the kids to, being away from their screens for an entire week and
Yeah.
out to nature and doing activities. So he was pretty passionate about that and ensuring that the programming was always advancing and that kids were always able to go to camp and never turned away due to financial hardships and reasons for that.
He seems like the guy I would love to hang out and spend the night at a restaurant or a
Mhm.
pub and just talk to. I didn't meet him. I wish I would have, but he seems like a truly he was a happy person.
Yeah, everybody loved him. And when I say that, I don't say it in jest or lightly. I mean, it was shared pretty immensely after his loss, and still is to this day. He was elected to city council in Swartz Creek at the age of 25.
Wow.
He had ran for school board a few years prior to that and was involved in the school board. He sat on the parks board for the city. He was also a big advocate for developing and growing the parks in communities so that families, he had just a good experience growing up of spending time at the parks and being with families, whether with his family or school. So he was pretty passionate about that, involved in the Hometown Days Committee. I mean, I could keep you on for 15 minutes just covering all of the different organizations that he was involved in. So at the time of his passing, he, as I said, was on the board for youth scholarships for the YMCA and specifically Camp Kopniconic. And he also was in the process of working with the city as a city council member and a park board member towards the development and trying to get Otterburn Park, a golf park, off the
Oh,
ground. So it was approved not long before he passed away. Unfortunately, he didn't get to see, the fruits of his labor, but that is now in place. So the park is continuing to be developed. However, the disc golf is there, and his opinion or thoughts were that that was something that would bring members from outside of the community into the community.
yeah.
So not only provide a great place for families and people to come and do healthy activities, but it would bring people into the Swartz Creek community and supporting the businesses there. So that is really exciting to see that coming to life. They've been the city has since applied for grants. So in addition to us raising funds for that, they've received some pretty substantial grants that are allowing the completion of that park. So we contribute to that.
His legacy will forever be
As
part of the community.
Yeah, it will forever, and it is in so many ways. We also contribute to the YMCA Camp Kopniconic for youth scholarships. So between the two organizations, in total, over $50,000 has been contributed
Wow.
between the two. And then there's been, an apple orchard has been put in at camp in his memory to allow for anyone who wants to plant a tree in memory of a loved one, which was something that they had a need for but hadn't yet been able to build. So some individual members contributed some pretty substantial funds and had that orchard put in. And there's now a memorial orchard, and it also serves as a place for counselors to take kids that need to step away from some of the stimulation of camp and just have some quiet time. So yeah, his legacy will definitely live on, which is great for this mom.
Yeah, I love it. And a lot of that money you were talking about, is that from the benefit and things like that I want to
Mhm.
talk about? So everyone, let me put up on the screen. This is your website.
Yeah,
So give me the who, what, when, and where. This is how the money that has been given to these organizations is raised through an event like this, right?
correct. So this is our
Okay.
third year. It's the first weekend in October. So this year that falls on October 4th, Saturday, at Schmelter Stony Acres out in Linden, which, if anyone's familiar with Barnfest, it's the same location that Barnfest takes place.
Nice.
But we hold an event that is a fun night of music and gathering of people. This year we have Jump, America's Van Halen Experience, joining us, along with Storm the Masses and Flash of Green. So um, this, as I said, our third year, we've had incredible attendance every year, and the feedback that we get simply from the entertainment value in and of itself is beyond what we ever even expected. And that is how, through attending the event and raffles. So we have the committee members put together raffles that are beyond anything I've ever seen. So between all of the donations that come in to put together baskets and event tickets, and I mean, you name it, it's there. So that is where the substantial amount of our fundraising comes from, because of the generosity of our communities
Okay.
and the lovely items that they gift, which is actually what brought us here today, courtesy of Bigfoot, who is the
Yeah,
big.
I'm a big 80s, 90s music guy. Van Halen. Who are these two groups that are performing?
Yeah, so Jump, America's Van Halen Experience. If you have not seen them, go online, go to YouTube, go to Facebook, go
Okay.
anywhere. They tour worldwide, actually. So, and if you read some of the comments or you see them, you might argue that Michael, the lead singer, performs a better David Lee Roth than David Lee Roth himself. So
I'm gonna love this. Okay.
it is the entertainment value and the show that that group of individuals puts on is beyond what I could even describe to you. It's really quite unbelievable. So yeah, so that's Jump. There are headliners. Stone the Masses, another, that's a local band, another crowd pleaser that plays. I mean, they do songs, rock music. So any, like, 80s, 90s, you name it, they play it,
Nice.
and
Nice.
amazing. The most special part about both of these bands is that Michael, who is the lead singer, is a family member, in him and Gentry were cousins,
Oh,
very close.
wow.
Storm the Masses is my uncle, Jeff. All people who were near and dear to Gentry's heart. So the fact that they can bring in a crowd the way that they do and have such a tight attachment to Gentry is amazing. This year we have Flash of Green joining us as the opener, and when people are arriving, another phenomenal band, and coincidentally another family member. So that is my uncle Kevin, also very near and dear to Gentry's heart. So there are so many things about this that round it out to make for such a special, fun night that is a crowd pleaser for everyone that attends, whether they're coming just for the entertainment value or because they want to support the mission, or both, which is mostly the case. But
How can people get tickets? And the sooner the better. So this video that I post, I'm going to put it on Facebook, YouTube. I'll put the link. Is this website? Is
yeah,
this, oh, this is where they need to go to get
so they
tickets?
can, if you click that link, it'll take you to our Eventbrite page, which is where they can purchase tickets. Tickets are $25.
Okay.
At the event, we have D&W food truck, street eatery food truck that's there, selling all of the food and everything you need. It is a BYOB event, so makes it great from a, on the pocketbook. You just fill a cooler, bring whatever cocktails you want to drink. There'll be, soda and water and things like that. But any alcoholic beverages or cocktails, we encourage everybody, bring your own. Um, and yeah, so tickets, $25, like I said, Eventbrite. You can get to the Eventbrite link by visiting the website page, or you can search Be More Gentry or Jump Van Halen on Eventbrite. And 4 to 11 on Saturday, October 4th.
I'll put that link on there, and I'm looking forward to being there because I love my Def Leppard. So yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time. If everyone's watching this, share this around, and to learn more about him, and also to get everyone there. And prayers to you, your family, and just thank you for doing this for him and for everybody.
Yeah, thank you. And shout out to Bigfoot for the donation that they are giving to us. It was very generous. So I believe it's a furnace and central air unit, which I just had to replace, and it is not an inexpensive cost. So their generosity and thoughtfulness is much appreciated by myself and the committee. And it's very, very incredible. So we're super excited. And like I said, very grateful.
They are great people, and that's why I'm with them. They're great people.
Yeah.
Okay, I thank you so much, and I will see you. I will see you there.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it.